talking, I'll just see if I can find the bit. Hold on.
Well, I want to know, have I told you, Sue, about when this is changing the subject totally now, right?
You change the subject. I don't believe it.
Yeah, we keep changing subjects. Did I ever tell you about when I had a being in my bedroom? Did I ever tell you about that? A being.
I can feel a couple of jokes coming on in the chat room in a minute.
More like an alien or something in my bedroom. Did I tell you about that?
Go on, you tell us.
Right, okay, well, Ross, as my husband, right, gets these terrible cluster headaches. And they've been going on for a long time. And it was getting pretty desperate. He kept getting them. Like every couple of hours, he'd be out of bed almost screaming, right, with the pain. And so I was lying there praying and healing and asking for help. And I was working with higher beings. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I was praying and trying to work with the higher beings, right? So anyway, you know, I was just about to go to sleep, actually, when suddenly, by the door, was this man. I can only say it's a man, right? Now, what he was like silver, like stainless steel, like a complete, you know, like shiny. And it was standing by the door, and he came up, virtually up to the top of the door. And he didn't have a face. It was just like all in one, you know, like the whole thing. You could see he had a face, but you couldn't see eyes or anything. And it frightened the living daylights out of me. Well, I knew I had shot under the covers. But before I had shot under the covers, the being had looked all around the bedroom. And literally its head was moved, and it was looking all around the bedroom. Well, of course, that was it then. I was under the covers and trying to say my protection prayer like mad. And I to this day, I don't know what it was. And I tell you what, when I came out of the covers, it was gone. But I don't know if anybody else out there would know what I was talking about. But I don't know if it was an alien. I don't know if it was telepathic and had picked up my calls for help. I tell you what, if it ever arrived back here, I don't know what I'd do. I'm absolutely terrified. Now, this is probably about a year and a half ago. I don't know if anyone has ever had this, but I have spoken to somebody else that actually, you know, actually it was like, hers was like green, but mine was like silver. So do you know what I'm talking about, Sue? Would you
I've heard other people say, I've never seen anything like it, but I've heard other people say about it, yes.
Now, was that a healing angel? But it had no wings. But it was...
But do you know what? I've heard this said before, and all I say to people is, who actually said that angels have wings?
Yeah,
that's only what the human perception is. That's what people have actually put when they've done pictures or whatever. But that doesn't mean that every single one that we see is going to have wings, does it?
No. Well, this was like solid to me, whereas now I've seen loads of spirits and dark shadows in long gowns and all sorts of things. I've seen loads of them, but this wasn't anything like that at all. And so I wouldn't say that was a spirit. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't say it was a spirit because it was too solid. So it frightened me. And I've never been able to pray like that again, you know, for Ross, because I've always felt, well, I could be asking for it to arrive back again. I do not want that. And then you start thinking about...
Just have the camera ready next time.
Oh, my God. I'd never get time to do that and flash it. Oh, my God. You know, you've heard about people getting abducted, aliens taking them away and stuff like that. Well, that's how it made me feel, because it was literally looking around the room as if it knew that I was there, you know, or we were there. And then I just hid under the covers, and I couldn't even say my prayer of protection. It was like all coming out wrong, and, it was terrible. You know what I mean? I was absolutely, oh, my God. Yeah, exactly. You know. Anyway, while we were doing what we were doing. But,
can I just say, though, you saying about aliens have took humans away, I think aliens dropped a few aliens on the Earth plane and called them humans as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, we don't really know, do we? But I wonder whether, you know...
Sorry, I've just got to read this before it goes off chat. Max had just put that there was once a woman on Trisha's show once claiming aliens turned her son into a fish finger.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Surely that doesn't sound right, does it? No. Well, I think it's changing this, not changing the subject, but telepathy. Oh, a blooming fish finger. I hope no one ate it then.
Not even a complete fish, just the finger.
Time speaks to us here.
Can I just say, Max
There's
is just
absolutely... I nearly said something rude then.
Do you know what, Max?
Oh, I've got something else funny to tell you today.
Hold on a minute. I've got
funny that happened to me
I've
today.
just got to tell you something funny. Max said it was in the papers, but I thought he said it was just a fish finger, not fish and chips. And then she kept him in the freezer.
What? Oh.
Max was just... And then Max they put him on a plate with other fish fingers and asked her to identify him.
Oh, no, this is silly.
Oh,
so funny.
Oh, I tell you what, I've got to tell you something really funny. Oh, do you know what? My eyes are running, honestly. Literally, oh dear. Max, you just honestly absolutely killed me then. Can I just tell you just a funny joke, actually?
Yeah.
Simon's just, but it's not that funny. Well, it is where I'm sitting, I can tell you.